Welcome friends. Once again we continue with the quartic equations. Again in this particular video I will take these three questions. All the three questions has part of competitive exam. It's an KVPY, it's an NSCGS, very famous for the student of 9th standard NSCGS, and of course CAT and JEE Mains advanced level. So let us start with this question, starting with the first question. First question is something which you can try if, so you can get the answer very quickly. It is x plus 2 power 4 plus x power 4 is equal to 82. Many students has the habit of doing trial and error. So yes, you can apply it, but as I told earlier that in JEE Mains, generally question asked is not find the value of x, but they used to ask question that how many real roots are there. It's a quartic, so it could be 4, but we have discussed earlier that the roots could be repeated, the roots could be imaginary, so we can't conclude it until unless we have a better approach for that. Yeah, so the one of the solution which you can get through trial and error is simply 1. Because see, 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3 power 4 is 81 and 1 power 4 is 1, so 81 plus 1, 82. So one solution is 1, that is for sure. So that you can apply, but if the question asks is something else, then it will be tricky. Another solution for getting this is a little tricky. How is that? Because once you got one solution as 1, then you have to use the synthetic division method and you will get a cubic polynomial and you have to crack that cubic polynomial, and it's a real pain. We have seen it earlier. So let us try with some other approach to solve this question. One approach is that only. One more thing which you should know here is a plus b power 4 expansion, that is binomial expansion. So that is a part of 11th standard. We will see that. So let me start this question with other approach like expanding and solving it. So suppose I am expanding x plus 2 power 4. So it will be x power 4 plus 4x cube into 2 plus 6x square into 2 square plus 4x cube into 2 cube plus 2 power 4 plus x power 4 which is given there and is equal to 82. So x power 4 is 2x power 4. This is 8x cube. Sorry, it will be x. Yeah, it is 8x cube and this is 4 6 are 24x square plus this is 8 4s are, this is 8 4s are 32x and this is 16, this is 16 and this is 82. So 16 minus 82 if I go with, so it will be minus 66 is equal to 0. This x power 4 is already added to this to make it 2x power 4. I can see all even numbers, so I can divide it by 2. So that gives me x power 4 plus 4x cube plus 12x square plus 16x minus 33 is equal to 0. And simply I can work on it because look at the sum of the coefficient. That is giving me 1 plus 4 5, 5 plus 12 17, 17 plus 16 33 minus 33 0. So as I told by trial and error, x minus 1 is the 0, that means x minus 1 is the factor. So using synthetic we can try it further, but it will be little painful. It will be really painful to solve that cubic. So let us avoid this. Let me try something different. See, I am taking such questions which will have some wacky ideas. It's not a traditional approach you need to follow. You need to think a little bit and you will get your solution very quickly. So I will avoid it. I will avoid this particular method because I am getting a cubic and then solving that cubic is a real pain. And then working on that, it will be lengthy also. So let me just avoid this. Let me just avoid this approach, but this is one of the approach. If you manage to crack that cubic, or considering the practice, because we have done quite a few work on the cubic polynomial also, you can practice it. But here I am not for that. I am here for getting some shorts and all that, and especially within the limitation of time, we have to crack this question. So let me just think over it. It is x and it is x plus 2. X and x plus 2. So I have a midway between number, that is x plus 1. I have a midway between number, that is x plus 1, or I can simply say the average of x and x plus 2 is 2x plus 2 upon 2, that is x plus 1. So let me put down x plus 1 as a y. This is a very wacky approach. But it will really helpful. So x plus 1 is equal to y if I put down. So it will give me, the first part will give me x plus 1 plus 1. So that is y plus 1 power 4. Plus this is x, and x will be y minus 1. So it is y minus 1 power 4 is equal to that 2. That will be helpful for me. That will be really helpful for me. Now I will just do the expansion of this. We are done in the last case. So let me just try this. Y power 4 plus 4y cube plus 6y square, especially having 1 as one of the binomial variables. So it's very easy to expand it. So it is, y power 4 plus 4y cube plus 6y square plus 4y plus 1, and addition of this I am writing it down. It will be same with just alternate sign change, so that will also reduce your work. Just alternate sign change, and I have to add the 2. So I know that this will go, and yes, the sum is 82. The sum of this 2 is 82. So when I add it, it is 2y power 4 plus 12. In fact, every time the same thing is getting added, so I can just cancel the 2. So it is 2 taken common, y power 4 plus 6y square plus 1 and times 2. So divide by 2. That's it. So that gives me y power 4 plus 6y square, and this is nothing but 41 and 1. So shifted. So plus 1 minus 41 is minus 40, and that's real easy question. It's we have done it in the last video. It is an even function. Power 4 power 2. So I can convert y square as, say, k, and once I convert it, it become a quadratic k square plus 6k minus 40. But I don't want to waste my time. I can simply factor it because it is very easy. 46. So it is 10 and 4. 10 4s are, and here it is plus 6. So I am getting it 10 and 4. So factors will be y square plus 10 and y square minus 4. You can confirm it. Y power 4, then 10y square minus 4y square is plus 6y square, and plus 10 minus 4 is minus 40. Fine. So either I am getting y square plus 10 is equal to 0, or y square minus 4 is equal to 0. So that gives me, I am working it here, y square is equal to minus 10, or y square is equal to 4. Y square is equal to 4. So basically I can say y is equal to root 10i plus or minus. Y is equal to root 10 because minus 10 can be written as 10i square. Fine. And here y will be equal to plus minus 2. So ultimately I got in total 1, 2, 3, 4 solution. It's a quartic equation. So it should have maximum 4 zeros. So we are getting 4 zeros. Just a cross confirmation. We reached to this. Just cross check how by Descartes rule how many positive root. So sign change we can work out plus minus. 1 positive root plus 2 is 1 positive root. Then if I reverse the sign, means f of minus y, so that we can have whether how many negative roots. So there won't be change, because it's an even function. So again plus 2 minus 1 sign change. So 1 negative root, that is minus 2. And of course 1 positive, 1 negative, quartic. So remaining 2 will be your imaginary. So basically what I am saying, that suppose this question came in JEE mains, it has come earlier also. So you can directly jump to the conclusion, 1 positive sign change, 1 negative sign change, so 2 real root. Because in JEE and mains and advanced, they generally used to ask question of how many positive real roots and how many, say, imaginary roots. Such kind of question they used to ask. We will take real time JEE question also. It has come quite earlier. Now in one of the upcoming video, once we are completed with this concept, I will take last 5 years JEE question related to this topic. Then you will realize that what kind of question they used to ask. So here we don't require to do that. You can jump just by the Descartes rule to the conclusion. So that is very, very important if you follow such kind of rule. Hope this is fine. So this is one of the approach you can apply, and this is very question specific. There is no A typical approach that every time you can do like this, it is very question specific. So I told in the beginning with some other approach, and then I jumped to some other approach. The approach which I have jumped is little easier compared to the earlier, because in that you need to solve that cubic polynomial. Fine, this is beauty. This has come in CAT and this has come in JEE Advanced. This is beautiful question, very beautiful question. Let me try through some other approach. Maybe I can try through say one or the two approach. Let us start. X power 4 plus 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. A student of 8th standard has one chapter called factorization. In that, when you are factoring the things, then they will adjust something. We can follow that approach here. So how can I adjust it so that it becomes some perfect square, and then we have some a square minus b square kind of case. So how can we adjust it? Let us see that how we can adjust it. So x power 4, I am assuming it to be a perfect square. X power 4 is a perfect square. So let me just take it like x square square. X square square. So I am basically trying here something called a square say plus 2ab plus b square kind of identity. So I got a to be x square. So what will be plus 2a is 2x square, and say b is 1. Say b is 1. So it is 2ab plus b square. So I have just adjusted it. And what is left? So I have added 2x square, so subtract 2x square. I have added 1, so subtract 1. Then plus 4x and minus 1 is as it is, because this is something we have to put on as it is. Now what about this? This is like this. So I got it like a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square. Just check out once again. Our question was this. So it is written like this: a square plus 2ab plus b square. So it is 2x square is added, so minus 2x square plus 1 minus 1, and then 4x minus 1 as it is. So it is x square plus 1 whole square. And look at here. So can I take minus common, and in fact 2 can be taken common. So minus 2 taken common, so it is x square. It is minus 2x then, and this is minus 2, so plus 1. See, generally I have a habit of skipping 1 or 2 steps, so please bear with this, because I want you guys also to perform that, because in the competitive exam of that level you have to skip those steps, then only you can reach to your final conclusion. Otherwise I could have taken a little longer steps to finish this out, but make a habit of skipping those steps. Try to do something in mind. Why? So here it is x square plus 1 whole square minus 2, and I can call it like x minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. Fine. Stuck. So what could be the next step we should follow here? So it seems that we got stuck, but no. We can have one approach here. What is that approach? This 2, because this is a perfect square, this portion is a perfect square, this 2 is causing problem here. So what I can do, in place of this 2, I can write it like root 2 and something like this. So now it becomes something called as, I can say, a square minus b square, yes, and which is easier to solve. So I can call it like a plus b into a minus b is equal to 0. We know that identity, a square minus b square. So a plus b into a minus b. So it's a quadratic again. So let us work on this. So I can call it like x square plus root 2x and plus 1 and plus minus. So it is 1 minus root 2. X square plus root 2x plus 1 minus root 2, and here we go x square minus root 2x plus 1 plus root 2. So this plus 1 plus root 2. Something like this. So I am getting something like this. Fine. Now both are quadratic, so we can solve it using, preferably it's your call. I mean, I can go with the split the middle term because I have an idea. You can try with formula. Let us try with formula. You know the formula. I'm just writing the formula over here. I don't have much space, so I just rub this out. The formula is when your quadratic is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Your formula is the two zeros will be minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. That is the formula you have. So let us use that formula in this case and in this case separately. So first this, so what will be minus b, it will be minus root 2 plus or minus b square will be minus root 2, root 2 square, so it is 2 minus 4ac, so 4 into 1 into c is this portion complete. So it is minus 4 times 1 minus root 2 upon 2a, a is already 1. So that is my first case. Let me just rub this out, the upper portion. Yeah, so finally what I am getting here is minus root 2 plus or minus, it will give me minus minus plus, so it is 4 root 2 and it is minus 4, so 2 minus 4 is minus 2 and whole divided by 2. So that is my first set of answer, x1, x2. Now jumping to the next set of answer, I require to work on this. Fine, so that should be suppose x3, x4. Fine, so minus b is this because it is the b value is minus root 2 according to this comparison. So minus b will be minus of minus root 2 is root 2 plus or minus b square will be minus root 2 square minus 4ac is 4 into 1 into c is 1 plus root 2 upon 2. So it gives me root 2 plus or minus, and it is negative square positive, root 2 square 2, 2 minus 4 is minus 2, so minus 2 and it is minus 4 root 2, minus 4 root 2. Of course it will give me a complex solution upon 2. So what will the complex value of this? Plus or minus, if I take minus common, so it will be inside 2 plus 4 root 2 or 4 root 2 plus 2 and into minus 1, and we know that minus 1 inside under root gives iota, we call it iota, complex number. So that is inside, so we can just put it like this, because ultimately what will be that? Inside it is minus 1, pulling out. Fine, so you are getting something like this. Fine, so, or you can just keep it minus 1 root 2 was there, so we can just keep it like I. Under root of minus 1 was there, so you can just keep it like I here. Fine, so these are your solution. Our equation was what? So let us compare with the Descartes rule. So it is one sign change. So there should be one positive root. Check out. We got this. And what else? This. So we have 2 plus 2, 4 root. Check out, this should be positive, this should be positive, and the value of this is greater than minus root 2. So plus part of it, plus a little bigger number minus root 2 upon 2 is a positive. So that is one positive root. Check out for minus x, f of minus x, so negative root will be again 1 because it will give minus here, because this will be positive only. This will give minus 4x and this is minus. So plus to minus, one sign change. So one negative root, and that negative root is what? Minus root 2 minus of this. So that negative root, so one positive, one negative, and we have discussed it earlier that irrational number comes in pair, conjugate pair. So we are getting that, and of course the remaining two, it's a quartic equation. So it should have maximum 4 zeros. So we got 2 real zeros and 2 imaginary zeros. Fine. So this is the first approach through which you can solve this question, and let me take down the second approach. Second approach is also good, you can apply it, but it is a little lengthier, but in some cases it's very fruitful to go with that second approach. Fine. So I'm keeping it like that. The second approach is what? It is x power 4 plus 4x minus 1. I will compare it with something called as x square plus ax plus 1, and x square plus bx minus 1. Fine. So why I am doing this? The reason behind doing this is very simple. So when you compare the two, see x square into x square x power 4 and the coefficient of x power 4 is 1. So we'll get 1. Now after that it will be this multiplication and this multiplication, and ultimately I am not looking at any other thing, I am looking at this constant minus 1. It is minus 1, so I took plus 1 here and minus 1 here, because when I multiply these two, I will get minus 1. You can do minus 1 here and plus 1 here. Fine, that is not a big deal. Your a and b value will change, but the final answer will remain same. So let me compare the two and the right hand side basically. So let me see what will happen with that. So it is x power 4, x square into x square. Then it is bx cube plus ax cube. So it is plus a plus b times x cube. I am clubbing the terms of x cube, coefficient of x cube. Then I have minus x square. Then plus abx square. So just check out what are the cases you are getting. So see, plus I am taking and x square is taking common. So x square into minus 1, so it is minus x square. And then after that it is ab, so plus ab. Fine, and then 1 into x square, so that is plus x square. Means 1 into x square is plus 1. Something like that. Then of course we are getting minus 1 and plus 1 get cancelled. That's good for us. So plus x times, yeah, x times won't work here. Here it is working, so it is minus a, ax into minus 1, so that is minus a, and it is b into 1, so plus b, minus a plus b, and of course 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. Once again just cross check. See, in total how many terms you should get? X square with this term, ax with this 3 term, 1 with this 3 term. So 3, 3, 3, 9 terms you should get. 1 we got, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fine. So we got 9 term. Let us work. Yeah. So it's coming x power 4 plus a plus b x cube plus abx square and plus, I am just writing it like this, b minus a times x minus 1. Now compare this with this, because this is our original. Apple to apple comparison will give me coefficient of x power 4 1 kind of. Now okay, this is x cube. Fine. Now what we can do here simply is, there is no coefficient of x cube here, there is no x cube term, so that means that coefficient is equal to 0. Again there is no x square term, so that coefficient is again 0. Fine. And b minus a term is here as coefficient of x, so it's coming to be 4, and minus 1 is as it is. So that means I have a plus b is equal to 0, I have ab is equal to 0, and b minus a is equal to 4. B minus a is equal to 4. So we can just think about it, that how we can crack this. Just a mere observation, we can say that one of the number out of a and b will be 0. If that number is 0, other number will again be 0 with this. So can I get this? So basically if you observe, then you can conclude that it is not possible to get this. And since it is not possible, what is going to happen? There is no real approach we are getting. See, a and b is something we have taken some rational number, so it is not possible, and we have concluded it in the first method approach that it is not possible. So how to follow such kind of question? Any other approach? Yes, the approach is same thing, but in spite of that, you can just take it like x square plus ax plus, in place of 1 you can take out b, and here you can take out c, and then you can work out. Fine. So I am giving you different approach through which you can solve this question. You can try with that approach. We already got the answer. 100% you will get the answer. In case suppose if you are not getting, just let me know and we will just solve it again, but you can get it. This is something, the approach I want to tell you, that this is the way you can do. In any other question, if it is required, I will let you know one more approach, why we are not writing x square plus ax plus b and x square plus cx plus d, because that is a very big case. So why we can avoid that, we will see it in any other example if it is coming. Meanwhile, I am telling you that you can just think in the very random way, that why not this, why this. So that is a practice for you guys, because once you have done that, then it will be very helpful to crack other type of question. Because if I would have given the real solution of this question, then you can just restricted yourself to that. I have intentionally not given, I have given you the clue. You can try with other parameters, other coefficient like A, here B, here C, here D, and just try it. Hope so that you will get your answer. If you are not getting, just let me know. We already got the answer for this question with the normal approach, that is of 8th standard, I told you. Let us jump to the last question. This is a very good question. This is very good question. I have seen this question in many competitive exam. It came in NSCGS. It came in KBPY. I have seen it in IPM also, and once it was also in NMTC pre-RMO exam. Fine. Let us think about it. Very good question. It will take a little time to think about it. What could be the approach? Here again, excuse me. I took this question because I want to correlate this question with this question. Just now we have come to the conclusion that what to take as a parameter like x square plus ax plus 1 and all that. Here I will give you one very important clue, very important clue. When it's a quadratic equation and there is no x cube term, then you can directly equate it with, see, coefficient of x power 4 is 1, so it is x square plus, it is ax, and then you have, say, suppose plus b, and it is x square minus ax plus c. See why I am saying plus ax minus x? Because there is no x cube term here, and now when you solve this, you will get no x cube term. That's why I am taking the varieties of question. Here we took a little different case. Here see, now I will expand it. Let us see, are we getting x cube term? Here also you can think some random way that there is no x cube term, there is no x square term. So can you take some other approach? One approach I told. Now just check out with this question. So if I will go the individual multiplication, it will give me x power 4, then minus, see, minus ax cube. Now I am doing 1 by 1 plus cx square. Now this plus ax cube plus minus a square x square. Then minus plus acx plus bx square minus abx plus bc. Now see, I told in the beginning that you will not get x cube term. That's why I took plus ax and minus ax. So it's very easy for me because there is no x cube term in my question. So why should I involve x cube here? So it's very simple. Now it will reduce your work. So now let me just close the terms of x square. It is b plus c and minus a square. Fine, this done, this done, this done. Now the term of x is plus ac minus ab times x, and finally plus bc. That is something I am getting. Fine. So now the real work is the comparison of this with this. Fine, comparison of the two. So quickly, what I am getting? B plus c. Apple to apple comparison. Coefficient of x square, 26. Coefficient of x power 4, in the beginning itself we cancel out because it is 1. Now coefficient of x is minus 1. Here we go, ac minus ab. I can take a common, so it is a times c minus b is equal to minus 1, and bc is equal to 182. See friends, one thing is that if you are good in number crunching, then you will get such kind of factorization very easily. See, if I were in place of you, what could I have done? I always believe in constant. This is 182. This is 182. If I just think about little bit, then I can conclude that can I get the factor of 182? Can I get some factor of 182 which is product of say two positive number, something like that. So I think on that aspect. So if I got anything like that, then I will jump on that. I think, check out with 13 into, that is 13 into 14. I guess it is 182. 13 into 14 is 182. So I could conclude that B and C will be 13 and 14. I could. One more thing, suppose I assume A is positive, so it is C minus B. So C minus B is negative. So that gives me C should be less than B. So I can assume that C will be 13 and B will be 14. See how it works. So I am just giving the wacky approach. C is 13 and B is 14. So 13 minus 14 is minus 1. That gives A will be equal to 1. We can just cross check. Am I right or not? So 13 is C. So C is 13 and B is 14. So 13 plus 14, 27 minus 1. Bingo. So you got this equation, this equation, this equation correct. But it is possible only when you just think a little wacky. It's not a traditional approach, okay boss, now we have to solve these, it's a painful and all that, it will take another 3-4 minutes. No, but if you just follow such kind of approach, it will be very easy. See guys, when you are working for exam like CAT and all that, JEE mains, so you need to be having extra approach always compared to the other student. So you can think about some shorts and all that. So here at least I saved 3 minutes, because cracking this, even though it's a 3 equation, 3 unknown ABC, but it will take at least 3 minutes. So here we just drop that step. Even though if you want to do, I am just giving you a little approach what you need to do. Quickly I am telling, say B plus C is equal to A square plus 26. Then C minus B is equal to minus 1 upon A. Then BC is equal to 1 into 2. So that gives me a better approach, because I got B plus C, C minus B and BC. Fine. We already got the answer. I hope so that 1, 13 and 14. I mean, if I put down here, let me just conclude that first. So x square will be x square. A will be what? 1 we are getting, so it is x square plus x. And B will be what? We are getting 14, so it is plus 14. And here we go, x square minus x and plus c, and c value we are getting to be 13, plus 13. Fine. So x square plus x plus 14, x square minus x plus 13 is equal to 0. This is your biquadratic factorization of quartic polynomial. Quartic equation. So x square plus x plus 14, no possible splitting case, so we can directly jump to the formula. So these are my two answers, x1, x2, minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Fine. So obviously you are getting it to be unreal or complex root, and this, let us call it x3 and x4. So minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac upon 2. So again I am getting a complex root. So all the 4 zeros of this quartic is complex. If you see that equation using Descartes, you will get that there are two sign change when you put f of x, and two negative sign change when you are taking f of minus x. So as I told during Descartes rule of sign, that maximum 2, but it can be decreased by even quantity, so it could be 0. So 0 positive and 0 negative is coming, that means all the 4 are complex. Yeah, fine. So you can just work out accordingly, but here I am just giving you this detailed approach of this, solving this. You can go with your identity, or simply just add this 2. So you will get what? When you just add this 2, then you will get everything in terms of A. So if I add this 2, so it will be Bn minus B get cancelled. 2C will be equal to sum of this 2, which is A square plus 26 minus 1 upon A, and it was 2c, so divided by 2, and then just do the cross, so it will be a cube, this cross, so it will be a cube plus 26a minus 1 upon 2, that is for C, that is for C, and similarly put down that value of C in this equation to get the value of B. So what will be the value of B in that case? So if you just work it out, what could be the value of B? So B will be equal to C plus 1 upon A. So C is this, C plus 1 upon A. C, where we are leading, you can observe that how tough it is becoming. Other approach, you can get the answer. Other approach is directly using identity. So what is that identity? If you know about this, you can directly jump to one identity, and that identity is this. It is C plus B whole square minus C minus B whole square is equal to 4CB. It is again 8th standard, 9th standard identity. I will just expand it. C square plus 2CB plus B square minus C square minus and minus plus 2CB minus B square. So plus C square minus C square plus B square minus B square get cancelled. The middle term plus 2CB is 4CB. So look at here. C plus B whole square value known, C minus B whole square value known, and 4CB value known. So you can solve that, you will get your answer. But yes, I will always prefer this approach, like 13, 14 and 1. Hope this is fine. In the next video we will see one more quartic equation, and I will try to solve that using 3 approaches. My idea here is to take approaches, different approaches, so that you can understand that one question can be solved in how many ways, and that too you will understand that which is the easier one. Because our time in this competitive exam is to save our time. Our cause here is to save our time. So basically, if you have 2, 3, 4, 5 approaches, then you can always follow the one which is taking less time. Okay, fine. If you find this video good, then just share, like and subscribe to the channel. This will definitely boost up me to work on some more deeper concept, because I am basically working on some high-end exams. So I expect that to get the questions from that, it is not that easy. It's a very tough question. So working on that and then sharing with you, it's a very tough work. So if you just if you are liking this, then please just write the comment, the comment which you are looking for, and subscribe the channel, like it, and I suppose that you can share it with your fellow student. Thank you very much.